Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a little late, out of date, raw review. We started off with the return of Randy Orton, folks. He was there with Riddle. Riddle wanted to be his partner. Orton refused to be his partner. And Riddle was sad or whatever. AJ Styles and Omos comes out. They put down Riddle, make fun of him for being sad or whatever. This leads to a one-on-one match between Orton and Riddle, or Orton and AJ later in the night there. And Randy Orton defeated AJ Styles there with a big RKO out of nowhere, a decent match. AJ jumps with the flying forearm or whatever, and a surprise RKO, 1, 2, 3. And that's good wrestling, folks. You don't need 10 somersaults, 100 suicide dives, one well-placed maneuver there, and the whole crowd goes fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And then Riddle, he still wanted to be his partner, blah, blah, blah. Come on, Randy. And he had the crowd in the palm of his hands, Riddle did, or whatever. They're trying to get his big brother, Randy, to join the team again there. He wants a hug. Orton goes to leave Riddle. Come on, man, listen to the people. Listen to the people. Orton comes in, the big hug there, whatever, and you get a big reaction there. You know what I mean? Not some forced reaction like they do in AEW or whatever, but a big reaction for the Orton and Riddle hug there. The shit was working, folks. Orton gives him an RKO at the end there to prolong the suspense. Will they be a team or not there? But you had some good shit here. The return of Orton, that was well done, both of them. Riddle was working the crowd or whatever, so I enjoyed that stuff. You had Bobby Lashley and MVP. MVP cutting a promo about Goldberg and his son there. He said he didn't threaten to hurt his son, but then he was telling his son, your dad's gonna get beat, stuff like this there. A little bit funny talking about the son there. The promo was a little bland, but it did what it was supposed to do there. It served its purpose there. Storyline progression or whatever. And then you had Drew McIntyre versus Corbin, some goofy stuff with Corbin's new gimmick that he's down and out or whatever. It was a little bit funny, I guess, there. How much money you need, Corbin? $100,000. That's all I need. Was a little bit funny there. 100,000, 200, 300, 3, 2, 1. Then he gives him the kick finish. 1, 2, 3. And then Jinder and his two buddies show up, and then he pulls out the sword or whatever, and then they back away. So some silly shit, you know what I mean? But it was okay, I guess. There's some goofy wrestling stuff there. Karrion Kross defeated Jeff Hardy. He got his win back or whatever. He beats Hardy with a choke. Then he goes back in and attacks him again or whatever. He's a heel, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd was booing him and stuff. His face there, looking at Hardy or whatever on his way out there, looked like a big fucking heel, folks. So maybe that's why he didn't win right away there. McMahon wants him to be a bad guy instead of an indie hero of some sort, you know? So maybe, I don't fucking know, folks. Alexa Bliss defeated Dewdrop. So she was obviously outsized there, Alexa Bliss or whatever. Dewdrop, much bigger woman there. Um, and then the camera shows Lily the doll in the corner or whatever in the ring. And then the camera goes back there, and Dewdrop was staring at the doll, and then the doll winked at her or whatever. And this distracted Dewdrop, Alexa rolls her up 1, 2, 3 or whatever. I talked shit about this doll on multiple occasions, folks, but I did laugh at this, you know what I mean? Maybe it's the good weed, folks, kicking in. I don't know there, but I laughed at this goofy doll stuff this week. Alexa rolls up the fat girl for the 1, 2, 3 there. Alexa looked good. Eva Marie looked good. I got a laugh out of it. No complaints, folks. Nikki Cross versus Rhea Ripley. It ends with Charlotte interfering, attacking both of these women there. Charlotte Flair, my favorite women wrestler, beating down some inferior, smarky talent there. No complaints from me, folks. And then what I like to call other stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Sheamus defeated Ricochet, a decent little match there. Ricochet did a couple okay moves on the table or whatever. He jumps in the air and they connect heads. But because of Sheamus's mask, it knocked out Ricochet or whatever. That's a medically prescribed mask. So some kind of goofy mask gimmick. People get knocked out with the mask. It was a little funny there. And then Damian Priest got in Sheamus's face. Then Damian Priest defeated Morrison. He wanted to beat up The Miz. The Miz is in the wheelchair. He gets up out of the wheelchair so his leg is fine or whatever. And then he ran away, folks, which was a little bit funny as well. It was funny, folks. Sheamus comes back out. There's an exchange of voids there, and it's Sheamus versus Damian Priest at SummerSlam for the US title or whatever. You had T-Bar defeating Ali, and then it was 2-on-1 against Ali, and then Mansoor came out for the big save there, folks, or whatever. Elias is starting a new gimmick or something, ladies and gentlemen, there, so. There's Raw, folks. I enjoyed it. For some reason, maybe that makes me a bad guy. I don't know there. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. So that's about it, folks. I'm feeling like shit today there. I was sick last night, stuff like this. It's not a great video, folks. People don't like when I make positive videos as well there, but better content coming down the line, folks. Maybe this video was shit there, but there's going to be better content coming soon, folks. Right here on the new Wrestling Jesus channel. Subscribe today. Until next time, peace.